Good evening, dear children. Today we are going to do the chapter punctuation. And what is punctuation? Punctuation is the use of special symbols. In English language, we are using 14 of them, which includes question mark, full stop, apostrophe, comma, and many other, including colon, semicolon, and different types of brackets. In this class, we are going to focus on 4 of them: the question mark, the full stop, exclamation mark, and apostrophe. But before discussing in detail about these punctuation symbols, we need to understand why we need to use punctuation symbols. Punctuation symbols are used to stress on the spoken or the written context whenever we are writing or reading something first. Then secondly, it helps us to express ourselves better. These punctuation symbols help us to express ourselves better. Number 3, it makes the text more understandable and clearer. It makes the text more understandable and clearer to the reader. And also it helps us in correct reading of the text. It helps us into the correct reading of the text, whether the text that we are reading we are reading it silently or loudly. At both the places, it helps us to correctly read the text. So keeping this in mind, we are using these punctuation symbols. Coming to the first one, the full stop. The full stop is also called as a period, and the symbol of full stop is this, like a small dot, right? Like a small dot, and you have already learned about it at many occasions. Talking about the full stop, remember a full stop is used at the end of a declarative or an assertive sentence and at the end of an imperative sentence, right? At the end of an assertive sentence, like Parul is dancing in the auditorium. This is an assertive sentence. At the end, we have used a full stop. Then we have an imperative sentence. Please switch off the fan. Here at the end of this sentence, we have used the full stop. Next is a question mark. We can see the question mark symbol. This is the symbol of a question mark. Where to use a question mark? Question mark is used at 2 places. First, it is used at the end of interrogative sentences. And what are interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences are sentences which are asking questions, right? These are asking questions which generally begin with WH words like what, where, which, when, how. Also, they are beginning with how. Then also we can use can and would to begin an interrogative sentence. All these, at the end of all these sentences, we are using a question mark. Secondly, they are used with a question tag. And what is a question tag? We have already done and discussed in detail. In short, I will tell you, a question tag includes an affirmative sentences followed by a short imperative sentence. Like, did they finish they finished their work? Did they? Here, the first part is an affirmative sentence. They finished their work, followed by did they. So did they is the question tag, and we are at the end we are using a question mark. Look at the examples. Who is the boy with the blue handbag? Here we are asking a question, right? It is an asking question, and at the end we have used the symbol of question mark. They worked very hard. Did they? This is a question tag. This is a question tag. So at the end of these 2 types of sentences, we have used a question mark. The next punctuation mark is an exclamation mark. The symbol of exclamation mark we can see here. It is like as if we have written 1 with a small dot. It is like 1 written with a small dot. This is an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark is used after interjections, after short imperatives, and exclamatory expressions. What are exclamatory sentences? These include sentences which express sudden feelings, emotions, and they are expressing joy, sorrow, anger, right? And exclamatory expressions like what an amazing experience. So this here at the end of this sentence we are going to use an exclamation mark. Then we use it after interjections. We are using these after interjections. What are interjections? Interjections are one worders or two worders that are used to express feelings like hurrah, wow, alas. All these are interjections. They include alas, wow, hurrah, and many more, right? These are interjections. At the end of the interjections, we are using an exclamation symbol. Then also we are using exclamation mark at the end of short imperative sentences. Short imperative sentences like keep quiet, well done, keep it up. All these are short imperative sentences, and at the end of all these we are using an exclamation symbol. Next we come to apostrophe. Apostrophe, the symbol is like this, as if a comma is hanging in the air. So if you have a 4-line copy, then this is the place where you are using an apostrophe. And in English language, where to use an apostrophe? We use an apostrophe to write possessive nouns and to write contractions. Whenever we are contracting a word, we are contracting B words, that time we are using the apostrophe. Like if I want to write are not, that time when I am contracting are not to make it aren't, that time aren't. And this apostrophe is replacing the letter. It is used at the place where the letter is exempted. So where I had exempted O from not, there I have used an apostrophe, right? Same way, they are. So they are, where I am excluding A, there I am using this apostrophe, they are, right? So these two places we are using the apostrophe. Then it is also used to write possessive nouns. We all know what are possessive nouns, the nouns showing belongingness. Radha's desk, Mohan's bag. Here when we are writing Mohan's, so Mohan apostrophe S. Bag of Mohan, Mohan's bag. So here we have used an apostrophe to express possessive nouns. These are two places where we are using a symbol of apostrophe. Other than this, we all know the common use of comma. Then also we have at some places learned the use of brackets, which we will learn in further classes.